If you're in a situation in a relationship where you really want that other person to change and they don't, that's normal human stuff. And one of the best things you can do then is lead the change that you want to see in that other person. Now, it isn't because the other person doesn't care. It's just that they're not aware that there's a better way, and you're the one that's learning first. Patterns of responding to what's going on within us and navigating and dealing with emotions is sometimes taught by our ancestors, and sometimes it's simply taught by ourselves because we feel so many things around us and other people's feelings, and you don't know how to feel good in the midst of other people or your own stress. So you establish some habits that are non-beneficial. And they're so ingrained that they're comfortably uncomfortable. And when you learn something new, you have to get uncomfortable to find a new way to be comfortable. Think of it like an oyster. Oysters have something that's uncomfortable in their shell, and then they make a pearl around it to make it more comfortable, smooth, and tolerable. Well, if you have that going on within yourself, that's one thing. But when the thing that you're doing inside yourself is really affecting someone else, that's when it's really important to learn a better way. Or when someone has something going on inside them that's really affecting you, it's important to learn a better way. And since we can't change the people around us, we can only change those 4 things we can control. You can lead a new outcome in your relationship. Now, a lot of times people don't move forward because they're afraid that they're going to have to leave that relationship completely in order to grow. What if that happens? Another reason why people do not take the step before life makes them take the step is because they know inherently that to learn something new is going to muster up some pretty strong, heavy feelings sometimes. In the personal leadership master's class, we do start with 9 guidelines to make the learning space a really comfortable space for you to be with yourself and not have anyone else give you their advice or judgment or ideas. Another reason why people don't move forward is because there's a really tricky little thought that we all have when we're stuck in one place and we can't move forward and we don't know what it is, that I should just learn this myself. I can figure this out on my own. But what if we all figured things out on our own? What if I never learned I figured out how to, all those things that I do on my own. I figured out how to fix my car on my own. I figured out how to make recipes on my own without referring to a recipe book. That would mean I'm not using or relying or asking for the gifts of anyone else here on earth. And some of the best things that we experience are when we exchange our strengths and our gifts. So these are some of the reasons why human beings prefer to be uncomfortably comfortable in old habits like worn-out shoes. Sometimes buying new shoes means you need to break them in for a little while before you have a new way of looking and a new way of being comfortable in your new shoes. And learning is like this sometimes. What I hear from people when they take this class is that they wish they would have learned this stuff long ago. It wasn't time long ago. But when it's time, is this your long ago, or are you going to choose to wait again? Are you going to do some of the things that I did when I waited 10 years to learn to be a life coach? It was such a great idea. I was so excited. I was going to move forward. And then I let the thoughts of, I don't have enough time, I don't have enough money, I don't need it. How can someone else tell somebody how to run their lives? And these are common thoughts that keep us in place. You're still listening. That means that there's something here that is intriguing you. And I am going to ask you one more time to join me. Join me for the Personal Leadership Masters course. And if you really still can't move yourself forward, give me a call. I'd love to talk to you. I keep the classes small so that you can integrate these things into your life in live time. And we will have a Facebook community, a private Facebook community where you can get to know some of the other classmates and rely on each other for support, because you're really not here on earth to do everything on your own. There's nothing better than having a like-minded community and to truly support people without overhelping or without getting frustrated. And we all go through challenges. Nobody stays there. Once you get there and you learn something and you love the benefits of it and you can reap the benefits of it for a long time, eventually you'll get to a place again where you're going to want more and you're going to need more. So the Facebook page community is something that will be there for you for as long as Facebook exists, so that you can have this community of like-minded people to support you. Because whenever I hit a challenge, I have surrounded myself with people who are not going to start to say that the other person's right and the other person's wrong and you're right and you have to just get rid of that person. But I have people who will say, Patty, what are you going to learn from this and how can you respond and grow in another way? It's taking a lot of responsibility on myself. And to learn these things is going to take a lot of responsibility on you. And it's also going to give you the juicy benefits of knowing your personal power and your ability to lead the changes you want to see in your life. Because a lot of times the challenges that are there are really there to help you grow in not only one area of your life, but the other areas of life that you've been wanting to experience change into. So that's my last video here for you today. Thank you for joining me in this video series. And remember, if you are looking for a guide to help you have a system and learn how to put some things in place so you can systematically move yourself from where you are to where you want to be, I would love the honor of being that guide for you by teaching things like 7 Steps to Positive Change, giving you tools like Watering the Trees, a daily guidebook to moving yourself forward in life and love, and giving you all of the tools that come with this program that you can print copies of so you can do them on paper anytime you hit a challenge, or you can listen to an audio recording where I help remind you of the normal human stuff that gets in the way sometimes so that you can calm down, take a deep breath, and start to focus on the heart and soul desires that you have, the solutions you want, get into that imaginative space again, and get back on track in a lot shorter time. This course does not take away challenges in life, but what it does do is it helps you feel and know that when you hit challenges, you've got this. You know how to navigate it. And the challenges are really just showing you that it is now, that the time for you to grow has occurred and new things are on their way. You just need to be with yourself, let yourself feel, use your feelings and thoughts to focus and get into inner alignment and move yourself forward again. When you do, the people around you will start to notice the difference and change. When you do, the people around you that used to do those things that used to really annoy you, you'll be able to look at them and know that's yours and not mine, so that they can start to take what's theirs and learn how to do this their own way. I'm Patty Jackson of Inner Alignment Fitness, and I would love to be your guide to show you the way to lead yourself forward in all of the things that you desire in your life and in your relationships. Ready to sign up? Click the buttons below. You can do this class live. You can buy it where it's just recorded and you get the manual, or you can do it one-on-one through private coaching. I hope to talk to you live soon.